Alright, here we go with the next UU. This is episode 26. Anchor hold you. We're going straight in here. 3, 2, 1. Was that a case? You were helping. I guess it was a case. Was it assigned by the baby? I don't even remember. Shit, I looked at the title. What the hell's a dark tournament? So she's an ice apparition, I guess is her official title. Wild. Dude, we ain't in love, man. Is it ice maiden or ice apparition? I guess it doesn't matter. Well, no, it does matter. An apparition is genderless for one thing. It really means you're not substantial, you're not real. A maiden is something that's physically solid, and usually, I guess not always, but usually is a woman. So there is a big difference between those two words. Yeah. Saw a movie. 500 yen ain't very much, is it? She's gonna kick your ass. She's pissed. Look at that. Oh, are you? Who knew she was romantic? She basically seems sexless at this point, man. Like we don't ever see her like in her off time dating some biker or something, So look at her. Oh, she's sad. She's actually committed or invested. She's invested in this shit. Why do you care? I didn't see this with her. I must admit. She's the kind of person who wouldn't give a shit. Like, she would ignore the romantic plot lines in a story if she was a reactor, right? Like I do. Yeah. You. I thought he's rubbing it in. Okay, I get it. What are you saying? Does there have to be a point? You're just going to do her thinking for her. You don't know what she would feel or think. You're doing what's easiest for you. Come on now. Let's not get twisted. It's okay. What you're doing is okay. Just don't wrap yourself in the flag that you're a martyr, Because that's what you're doing, and that's horse shit. Just admit it. You're doing this for yourself. Would you have hated that? I would have hated to order you to arrest him. I don't know how I feel about that. Look, quit nagging. Goddamn. See, goddamn, man. I'll kick your ass. I was gonna say oh great, but maybe they'll actually demonstrate these two actually have a relationship. God damn. You're getting too emotionally invested across the board. I just realized that in this episode. You were scared too, you little baby. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now that's funny. I am shocked to find gambling in this establishment. You're winning, sir. Classic joke. Classic. Yeah. Now, if I was after show reactions, I'd spend 10 minutes making fun of the fact it was a VHS tape. Uh-oh. He ain't dead. That transformation is pretty cool, man. How he goes back and forth. I like it. Upsy daisy. Yeah. Now they're mad. Hey, you still lost. You took that L. Hold that L. Oh shit, he rigged the fight. They threw the fight so he would get paid. You gotta be shitting me. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Just get me paid. Fight with them or fight against them? Which I guess this is the storyline of, right? I don't talk about my players with minions. Has he made the transfer? I was going to talk about this last episode. I got caught up in other shit. He's not ruined until he pays. You dead as hell. God damn. He kicked his head off. That's ugly. Yeah, but it'd be good TV though. Anyway, I saw her more of his. The boss is usually detached, right? Not emotionally invested. Now we've seen plenty of examples where the boss becomes emotionally invested in their employees, and that's good TV, right? It's good storytelling. That's because you probably are. Hey, she's got a big day planned. Well, see, and people wonder why I don't think he likes her. Gee, I wonder why I think he doesn't like her. He's just, yeah, I'll kill you. He finds when she spending time with her boring, but this is his girlfriend, okay? I guess he's just not in touch with his feelings, right? That's my read of the situation. Oh shit. I said stand back, dumbass. Yeah, I like danger. Nice baton. That is weird. It's like something took a bite out of it twice. Dinosaur? Is that our guy? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Guess who? Sup? Yeah, not with the helmet on, dumbass. Most obvious space reveal ever. Yeah. Hey, sometimes they come back. Yeah. Look at him sweating. Yeah. Yeah, in your dreams. Yeah. Damn. I thought he was going to hand him a card or something. He like cut his chest. What the hell? Like an invitation to the fight is what I mean. Yeah. This guy seems to be playing all the angles, man. You can't trust somebody like this. He's like Krychek, who was called Weezer Rat Boy on X Files, right? For a reason. because he's not loyal to anybody or anything. She just left. He just left her girl. Yeah. Yeah. Not the trauma. He feels the same way. When he kills somebody, they should stay dead, right? It says no trespassing in English, and then they give us the caption, no trespassing. I need you to know that because I don't like taking L's. Fair, sure. We've already heard this bullshit. Then don't go with him. I don't know, man. It seems like you're a little afraid. Yeah. Why are you shaking? Yeah, who is this for? Are we doing this now? I thought we were doing it in the tournament. That whole percentage thing was something I was going to bring up as well. They didn't really pay that off. So I thought it was bad writing, but it was actually good writing, and it was a clue that he wasn't on the up and up. Because he would have went up to 100% if he thought he was going to lose, right? And he didn't mention the whole percentage thing. So I was like, well, why would you set that up and then not pay it off? Well, it's because they're going to pay it off later, right? So that's really good writing. Will you quit knocking shit down, man? What did this building ever do to you? You just got the owner of a construction company a new yacht. He's going to have to come in here and fix all this shit. Look at this dumbass. I'd knock building down. What a moron. We get it. You're strong, Jesus. What an asshole. 2 yachts. You gotta be shitting me. Well, consider me motivated. He really is scared, Jesus, man. Yeah. Great. Well, we know what our 5 fighters are going to be. Well, I didn't say yes or no, so you're not going to immediately kill me, apparently. Wow. We've never seen him this scared. See, I'd be scared of something that's going to eat me, not that son of a bitch. Like, yeah, he'll beat my ass. Maybe he'll even kill me. But it's just business to him, right? Somebody to make me afraid would be something that's going to eat me, right? Like a demon. Nothing good. So you got trauma too, huh? Well, I guess we're going to have to get closure on all this fear and trauma. Yeah. These will be 2 more. Yeah. So who's going to be the 5th member of their team? Yeah. Probably somebody we haven't met yet. Yeah. You can't be both time. We've never seen her do shit. Another reason why I always feel like she's attached. Yeah. I don't think we know a fifth person who can fight. Maybe his trainer. Her. Hey, here she is. That's why I'm here. Maybe she'll be the fifth fighter. She's the only other fighter we know that could possibly be on our side, right? That I can think of. Get wrecked. Look, you ain't making me your whipping boy, man. The hell you doing? Yeah, incompetent. Is this feet chained to balls or something? What's with the chains? Yep. Hey, that used to be a thing in comics, right? Cartoons. The old ball and chain they used to call it, right? That's what they called marriage too, right? Yeah. God damn. Holy shit. How about if I throw up all over you? Well, they'll require spanking you. Bend over. Put a shirt on. Yeah, she is tearing that ass up. She is tenderizing him, man. Yeah, that is one tenderized stomach. Yeah, you better hurry up and climb this mountain. Yeah, I believe him. Oh, I thought he was falling, man. I was about to cuss him out. Wow, that fast, huh? I mean, it's training. How much can you see, right? Hey, nice hat, nice horn, nice eyeball. I don't know, man. It feels like too many mouths. I mean, one mouth's enough, right? Why don't you keep your nose to yourself? Yeah, that's just great. He's recruiting somebody. Apparently, you guys aren't going to recruit. Well, that's just hateful. Hater. That's what you're in this for? Fame? Well, I guess the arena's going to be a ship, huh? No can do. It's going to be the trainer. Yep. That was the only possible explanation, right? Did you do something with your hair? Yeah. I heard that, some bitch. He's strong for a human. Well, that was completely unnecessary and unprovoked. Will you quit playing around? Are they dancing or screwing? Yeah, this is foreplay. What are you talking about? And you ain't improved shit, apparently. Don't kiss my ass now. I'm gonna be the first one to die. You better watch your tone. Yeah, I'm a reindeer, I'll have you know. Yeah, he's gonna kick your ass. How come none of the rest of you tried to recruit somebody? You thought we were gonna be a team of four? I mean, is that even allowed? It doesn't sound like it. Boy, he is every pirate stereotype in the world rolled up in one character. Every single one. Has he detected anything yet? Because I don't think he has. Getting there be fine. Getting back may be a problem. Well, this is interesting. I'm not really big on the whole Fight Club type shit, right? The battle tournaments. Battle Royale might have been one of them. Claude Van Damme is in a shit ton of these movies. I don't think Schwarzenegger ever did the Fight Club tournament type movie. It's really like usually a martial arts staple, right? He wasn't martial arts. He was just brute force. He'll just punch you through a wall, right? But fortunately, I managed to miss most of those movies. They were really big in the 80s and 90s, right? Because, like I said, it's not my thing. Although, I do like the tournament structure. So that's what's going to get me through this. Because I love like the brackets. Like, I don't really like basketball very much. I used to, but I kind of fell out with it. But March Madness is always interesting because you have the brackets and you got the elimination. You have 64 to 32 and then 16. I like that, right? I like the elimination. I like looking ahead so you can possibly be playing. And most of these fights, Cobra Kai's that way. They're kind of set up that way. So I'm in it for the competition. I'm a competition junkie. Not so much the actual, because one of the things is there's only so many kinds of storylines you can do. Like I've talked about this many times. I think last time I talked about it was Cobra Kai. But basically, you have your heroes. Now, this is different because all your heroes are on one team, right? Typically, these are individual people who are in the tournament. So what'll happen is, say there's 3 people you like in the movie or TV show, and say there's 16 opponents, right? They'll have you get to know 2 or 3 other people, and of those, 2 of them will advance in the tournament and stuff. And then one of your people you like will get eliminated. And usually it'll be like 2 and 2. 2 that we spend a lot of time with, we've gotten to know them during the tournament. And then 2 people that are actually our heroes, right? The people we've been following for the whole show or movie or whatever, right? And so it's 2 and 2. And typically, one of the ones you like will fight one of the others, and the other one you like will fight one of the others. And so the final can be somebody you like and then somebody you know. And so there's stakes on both sides because sometimes the audience will like one of the people they've just met. There'll be something about them they like. They're cool. They like that they're evil. They like their personality. They're funny. Whatever. There's something about them. Maybe they like their fighting style. And so that's how you get the audience through the tournament structure. Here we only know one other team, and we only know 2 members of that other team. It's 2 brothers. And now they've started to do some work here in this last little bit of this episode to introduce us to other characters. And if I'm right about how this is going to be structured, they're going to the location we're going to do the fighting. And the purpose of that is we can start spending time with some of these other teams. Start meeting some of these creatures. Interesting character designs, funny. Maybe a couple of them aren't so bad, like they'll hang out with you and talk to you without trying to kill you. Maybe some will be adversarial, so there'll be a couple we hate, so we're going to so we can watch them lose. We'll be invested in the fight, every fight they're in, because we want to see them lose. And they won't lose, because that's the whole point, right? So that's probably what's going to happen here. And like I said, it's interesting that these are teams and not individual people because everybody we know is on one team. So they're clearly going to advance quite far. They may not win. That's the only wild card is they don't always need to win. Sometimes somebody else can win because, they have another story that is plot-wise, depending on what kind of story you're telling. Your guys don't have to win. Of course, most of these tournaments are not to the death. I'm assuming this one is. Although if it was always to the death, there would be no return business except for whoever won last time. So maybe it's not always to the death. It's just you can die in this. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, one of the reasons I don't like these kind of storylines is they're pretty predictable. We'll find out next episode. If next episode they spend a lot of time with, on this trip, and we don't start the tournament next episode, but it's just the journey of getting there, because he's talking about maybe, you won't even survive the journey, which means we're going to spend time on the journey, right? I predict that they will, at least 8 of these other characters, a couple from, probably members of 3 other teams is what I would think. A couple from each one of them, not all 5, but a couple from several other teams will spend time either talking to us or having a confrontation with us so that they stick out in our memory and we remember them when it's time for everybody to fight. we'll see how it goes. Maybe they break the mold. Maybe they're not going to do the stereotype. But like I said, even if they do the stereotype, the competition will probably keep me going. 3, 2, 1. This better not be in Japanese. Son of a bitch. I realized I didn't check as I said it. It's like, man, I was trying to get in here and trying to get in and get this so I can actually get this online today. And here I am screwing around, man. What did they say in the Harry Potter audiobook? Constant vigilance. You have to have constant vigilance in this goddamn website because they be changing the language back and forth, man. Because I'll go back and forth with what I'm watching. Either I'm watching Bleach, which is Japanese. I'm watching... No. Wait, what the hell am I watching? This is in English. Bleach is in Japanese and JoJo's in Japanese. Okay, that's what it is. And so, when I go to JoJo, it's in English. And when I go to this show, it's in Japanese. Like, you just can't never make up his goddamn mind. It's bullshit, man. Just saying. Anyway,